Colin Powell's 40-70 rule says, never decide with less than 40% of the info, but don't wait for more than 70%. By then, the chance is gone. It's a simple idea, but it's one that most of us struggle with every day, whether we realize it or not. We're taught to believe that the more information we gather, the better our decisions will be. We wait, we research, we analyze, hoping that the perfect answer will appear if we just hold out a little longer. But the truth is, waiting for certainty often means missing out on the best opportunities. The trap? We think more info means better results. But in reality, the world rarely gives us perfect clarity. Life moves fast, and the window to act can close before we even realize it was open. Waiting for certainty leads to missed opportunities. The longer we hesitate, the more likely we are to watch chances slip away, sometimes without even noticing. Success isn't about having all the answers. It's about being willing to move forward with what you know, trusting that you can adapt along the way. It's about acting with just enough to make a smart first move. Over-planning feels productive, but it's often just a way to avoid risk. We convince ourselves that we're preparing, when really we're just delaying. You can research gyms, compare routines, and read reviews for weeks, but until you actually work out, nothing changes. The same goes for any goal, starting a business, learning a skill, or making a big life decision. We can get stuck in a loop of endless preparation, convincing ourselves that we're making progress when really we're just standing still. Information is useful, but only if it leads to action. The real difference comes when you take that first step. Until you actually do the thing, go for the run, make the call, send the email, nothing in your life will shift. The person who walks for 10 minutes today is ahead of the one planning a marathon for next year. Small actions, taken now, beat perfect plans that never leave the page. The secret isn't a perfect plan, it's consistent action. Progress is built on momentum, not on waiting for the stars to align. The 40-70 rule is a life strategy. Act on incomplete info, embrace uncertainty, and move forward. You'll learn more by doing than by waiting for the perfect moment. The most successful people start with a good enough plan and adapt as they go. They know that flexibility and resilience matter more than having every detail mapped out. They're willing to learn from mistakes, adjust their course, and keep moving forward, even when the path isn't clear. Real clarity comes from doing, not waiting. Gather enough to start, trust yourself to figure out the rest, and remember, action is the antidote to uncertainty. The journey will always reveal more than any plan ever could. Start now, and let the road teach you what you need to know. Why do we plan instead of act? Why do we spend so much time mapping out our dreams but hesitate to take the first real step? It's a question that haunts almost everyone who's ever wanted to achieve something meaningful. Because planning feels safe. It gives us the illusion of progress without risk. When we're planning, we're in control. We can imagine every outcome, prepare for every possibility, and avoid the discomfort of uncertainty. We're busy, but we're just polishing the starting line, not moving toward the finish. It's like endlessly tying your shoes before a race, but never actually running. The real reason? Often it's fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear that we'll fall short of our own expectations. If we never start, we can't fail. If we keep planning, our dreams stay perfect in our minds. Planning is a shield. It keeps our dreams perfect and untouched by reality. It's comforting to imagine what could be, rather than risk seeing what actually happens. This is procrastination disguised as productivity. We convince ourselves we're making progress, but really we're just circling the starting line. Take the writer who outlines for a year but never writes a page. They're avoiding the hard part, actually writing. The same goes for anyone who endlessly prepares but never begins. To break free, you have to know the difference between motion and action. Motion is all the things that make you feel busy, but don't actually move you closer to your goal. Motion is planning, learning, organizing. It's reading another book, making another list, or researching just a little more. Action is doing the thing that produces a result. It's making the call, writing the first sentence, or taking the first step. Writing a paragraph is action. It's tangible, it's real, and it moves you forward, even if it's imperfect. Researching writing tips is motion. It feels useful, but it's not the same as actually doing the work. Making a sales call is action. Listing clients is motion. One creates opportunity, the other just prepares for it. Recognize when motion is useful, and when it's just delay. Sometimes planning is necessary, but don't let it become a hiding place. Only action moves you forward. Only action turns dreams into reality. Don't let planning become your comfort zone. Step out, take action, and let your progress be measured by what you do, not just what you imagine. Motion feels good because it's safe. Reading about business, researching gear, organizing notes. But only action, making a sale, launching a site, recording a podcast, creates real progress. We often confuse busyness with productivity. The aspiring podcaster who researches for weeks isn't a podcaster until they hit publish. Motion is a buffer that keeps dreams untested. Want to play guitar? Watching tutorials is motion. Practicing a chord is action. Knowledge is gained in motion. Skill is built in action. Preparation matters, but only if it leads to immediate action. Read a chapter, then make a call. Watch a tutorial, then code a line. Learning should enable doing. When motion becomes endless, it's procrastination. Shorten the gap between learning and doing. Progress comes from action, not endless prep. Move from motion to action fast. Perfectionism isn't about high standards, it's about unrealistic ones. Waiting for the perfect plan is waiting for a ship that never comes. The world is unpredictable. No plan covers every twist. Perfectionism leads to indecision and endless analysis. In trying to avoid mistakes, we make none by never starting. The cost, lost time, lost growth. The antidote, embrace good enough. Make a workable plan, take a step, and adjust as you go. A good plan executed today beats a perfect plan never started. Progress is born from action, not flawless strategy. Overwhelmed by big goals? Use the 2-minute rule. Start with something you can do in under 2 minutes. The goal isn't results, it's building the habit of starting. Read 1 page, unroll your yoga mat, put on your shoes. Make starting easy. Any goal can be broken down to a 2-minute version. The first step isn't about achievement, but about identity. Becoming someone who takes action. The hardest part is starting. The 2-minute rule gives you a push. Once you start, momentum builds. Read a page, you'll read more. Put on shoes, you'll walk. Focus on the starting line, not the finish. Tiny actions compound over time. Don't aim for perfect, just start. The process becomes less intimidating, more achievable. Commit to 2 minutes and let that be your launchpad. We're taught to hide mistakes, but growth is always messy at the start. Your first draft, first business, first workout, they'll be clumsy, and that's normal. Every expert was once a beginner who made mistakes. The difference? They didn't let imperfection stop them. Learning means burning the rice, oversalting the soup, making a mess. Each mistake is a lesson, not a failure. The person willing to make a messy meal tonight will outgrow the one still reading cookbooks. The mess is progress. Reframe imperfection. It's feedback, not a flaw. A messy start is better than a perfect plan that never leaves the page. Your goal isn't to be good, it's to begin. Each imperfect action is a vote for your new identity. Start now, clean up later. Action creates a feedback loop. Real-world data you can use to improve. Planning is just theory. Action gives you facts. Publish a post, launch a product, try a workout, get feedback, learn, adjust. Inaction teaches nothing. Apple's first iPhone was imperfect, but it started a cycle of feedback and improvement. Each version got better because they acted, learned, and iterated. Apply this to your goals. Don't aim for perfect, aim to start. Your first step is an experiment, not a final product. Use feedback to adjust and try again. The fastest path to mastery is act, learn, adjust, repeat. Stop thinking, start doing, start learning. The real reward of taking action isn't just about what you achieve, it's about the person you become along the way. Every time you step forward, you're not just moving closer to a goal, you're shaping your identity, building a sense of self that's rooted in action, not just intention. Every action you take is like casting a vote for the type of person you want to be. Each small decision, each step, is a signal to yourself. This is who I am. If you spend your days planning, you become a planner. You're someone who prepares, who dreams, who organizes. But planning alone doesn't move you forward. When you take action, even if it's small, you become a doer. You're someone who makes things happen, who brings ideas to life. The real goal isn't just to finish a project or check off a task. It's to transform into the kind of person who consistently follows through. who starts and finishes, who builds momentum with every effort. Your identity is shaped by what you do repeatedly. Habits, no matter how small, are the building blocks of who you become. When you focus on building your identity, the pressure to be perfect fades away. It's not about flawless execution, it's about showing up again and again. A writer writes, even on tough days. A runner runs even when it's hard. A leader leads even when unsure. Tiny actions repeated over time reinforce the identity you want. Each small win is proof to yourself that you're becoming that person. Use the 2-minute rule. Start with something so easy you can't say no. Put on your shoes, send a quick email, sketch for just 5 minutes. These micro actions add up. Decide who you want to be, then collect evidence with every small win. Each time you follow through, you're proving to yourself that you can. Your future self is built on the habits you practice today. The routines you repeat become the foundation of your identity. Don't just plan to be someone, start acting like them right now. Embody the traits you admire, even in small ways. Each small step is a vote for your future self. Every action, no matter how minor, is a building block for the person you're becoming. So start today, one step at a time. The journey to becoming the person who starts begins with a single, simple action. We've seen the trap of overplanning and the power of small starts. Now comes the most important step. Begin, not tomorrow, now. The moment of power is always now. Perfect conditions will never come. Your next action is all you control. Every big achievement is built from small, imperfect daily efforts. Waiting is a vote for your current self. Acting is a vote for your future. Which will you choose? Take one action right after this. Use the 2-minute rule. Write one sentence, do 10 push-ups, jot down a business idea, don't plan, don't overthink, just do. Feel the shift from passive to active. This is your invitation. Stop waiting, start doing. The journey begins with a single step. Take it now. If you're ready for more, join my community and subscribe for practical advice. Let's build a life of action together.